Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Today is Friday, the 31st day of May 2024. I bring you news updates. Igbos across the world jubilate over successful commemoration of Biafra's Day. Yes, Biafra Remembrance Day or Biafran's Day. Yes, so it was a huge success on the 30th day of May 2024 as Igbos commemorated the Biafran's Remembrance Day. Oh yes, that is it. So from Imo to Abia, Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, everywhere was locked down. Locked down. No human being on the streets. Yes, we have not seen this kind of commemoration in the whole of in the entire world. Yes, across the world, we have not seen this kind of commemoration. What you have is public holiday, where government officials will stay indoors. Yes, or they will not even go to offices, but they will see them outside. Yes, they will not be in the offices like corporate organizations, banks. Okay, yes, that's public holidays now. So when you declare public holidays, government workers will not go to work, schools will be closed. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, but you see, people will be on the street, markets will be open. Okay, or sometimes they'll close markets, but people will still be on the street, on the roads. Movement will be, there'll be movement. Okay, there'll be movement on public holidays, even in the southwest when they are commemorating their June 12th. Yes, and other parts of the world. But in the case of the southeast, the Igbos is total lockdown. Total lockdown, like what the Europeans observed during the COVID-19. Yes, total lockdown. That was the first time the Europeans, the Americans, the Western world observed something of that nature. That people will be in their houses, in their homes, and the streets will be empty. Nobody will be on the streets. Yes, total lockdown. Nobody, no human being will be on the street. Yes, so that is it. So it's a successful one indeed. Going down the memory lane, you recollect that a resolution was passed on May 27, 1967. Yes, by the chiefs, elders, and representatives of Eastern Nigeria. Oh yes, persuading Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu to declare the independent state of Biafra. Yes, that is it. And on May 30th, 1967, Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu declared the Biafra as an independent state. And that is why the Igbo celebrates this Biafran's Day or Biafra Remembrance Day on 30th of May, because that was the day Dim Chukwuemeka Ojukwu declared it. Yes, after being persuaded by the chiefs, elders, and representatives of Eastern Nigeria. That is it, because some will go and say, oh, Ojukwu declared the independent state of Biafra. No, he was asked to do so by all Igbos, all Biafrans. They asked him to declare it. Yes, look at what happened. That the chiefs, elders, and representatives of the Eastern Nigeria, when they gathered at a joint meeting of the Advisory Committee of Chiefs and Elders and the Consultative Assembly, yes, they declared as follows, quote, "Whereas we have been in the vanguard of the national movement for the building of a strong, united, and prosperous Nigeria where no man will be oppressed, and have devoted our efforts, talents, and resources to this end. Whereas we cherish certain inalienable human rights and state obligations such as the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, the right to acquire, possess, and defend property, the provision of security, and the establishment of good and just government based on the consent of the governed. Whereas in practical demonstration of these chief beliefs, our people settled in other parts of Nigeria served their country in many capacities and contributed immensely to the growth and development of Nigeria. Whereas we are living witnesses of injustices and atrocities committed against Eastern Nigeria, among which are the premeditated murder of over 30,000 of innocent men, women, and children by northern Nigerians, the calculated destruction of the property of our sons and daughters, the shameless conversion of 2 million eastern Nigerians into refugees in their own country, all this without remorse. Whereas in consequence of this and other acts of discrimination and injustice, we have painfully realized that the Federation of Nigeria has failed and has given us no protection. Whereas in spite of these facts, the government and people of Eastern Nigeria have persisted in their efforts to find a practical and just solution that will preserve the continued existence of Nigeria as one corporate unit and restore peace and confidence, as demonstrated by the initiative of our military governor in getting all the military leaders together at Aburi, Ghana. Whereas the hopes which the Aburi agreement engendered have proved to be misplaced and have been destroyed by a series of acts of bad faith and distortions, and finally by a refusal on the part of the Lagos government to implement these and other agreements, notwithstanding the fact that they were freely and voluntarily entered into. Whereas the Federation of Nigeria has forfeited any claim to our allegiance by these acts and by the economic, political, and diplomatic sanctions imposed against us by the so-called federal government, and whereas the object of government is the good of the governed and the will of the people is ultimate sanction. Now, therefore, in consideration of this and other facts and injustices, we the chiefs, elders, and representatives of all the 20 provinces of Eastern Nigeria assembled in this joint meeting of the Advisory Committee of Chiefs and Elders and the Consultative Assembly at Enugu this 27th day of May, 1967, hereby solemnly mandate 1. Mandate His Excellency Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, Military Governor of Eastern Nigeria, to declare at the earliest practicable date Eastern Nigeria a free, sovereign, and independent state by the name and title of the Republic of Biafra. 2. Resolve that the new Republic of Biafra shall have the full and absolute powers of a sovereign state and shall establish commerce, levy war, conclude peace, enter into diplomatic relations, and carry out as of right other sovereign responsibilities. 3. Direct that the Republic of Biafra may enter into arrangement with any sovereign unit or units in what remains of Nigeria or in any part of Africa desirous of association with us for the purpose of forming a common services organization and for the establishment of economic ties. 4. Recommend that the Republic of Biafra should become a member of the Commonwealth of Nations, the Organization of African Unity, and the United Nations Organization. 5. Recommend the adoption of a federal constitution based on the new provincial units. 6. Reaffirm His Excellency's assurance of protection for the persons, properties, and businesses of foreign nationals in our territory. 7. Declare our unqualified confidence in the military governor of Eastern Nigeria, Lieutenant Colonel Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, and assure him of our unreserved support for the way and manner he has handled the crisis in the country. So help us God. I've stopped quoting them now. Yes, that is it. Now the declaration by Dim Chukwuemeka Odumegwu, yes, the then military, governor of Eastern Nigeria. Yes. Now look at what it said, quote, fellow countrymen and women, you, the people of Eastern Nigeria, conscious of the supreme authority of Almighty God over all mankind, of your duty to yourselves and posterity, aware that you can no longer be protected in your lives and in your property by any government based outside Eastern Nigeria, believing that you are born free and have certain inalienable rights which can best be preserved by yourselves, unwilling to be free partners in any association of a political or economic nature, rejecting the authority of any person or persons other than the military government of Eastern Nigeria to make any imposition of whatever kind or nature upon you, determined to dissolve all political and other ties between you and the former Federal Republic of Nigeria, prepared to enter into such association, treaty, or alliance with any sovereign state within the former Federal Republic of Nigeria, and elsewhere on such terms and conditions as best to subserve your common good. Affirming your trust and confidence in me, having mandated me to proclaim on your behalf and in your name that Eastern Nigeria be a sovereign independent republic, now therefore I, Lieutenant Colonel Chukwemeka Odumegwu, military governor of Eastern Nigeria, by virtue of the authority and pursuant to the principles recited above, do hereby solemnly proclaim that the territory and region known as and called Eastern Nigeria, together with her continental shelf and territorial waters, shall henceforth be an independent sovereign state of the name and title of the Republic of Biafra, and I do declare that 1. All political ties between us and the Federal Republic of Nigeria are hereby totally dissolved. 2. All subsisting contractual obligations entered into by the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria or by any person, authority, organization, or government acting on its behalf with any person, authority, or organization, or relating to any matter or thing within the Republic of Biafra shall henceforth be deemed to be entered into with the military governor of the Republic of Biafra for on behalf of the government and people of the Republic of Biafra, and the governance thereof shall, subject to this declaration, be performed by the parties according to their tenure. Steps will be taken to open discussions on the question of Eastern Nigeria's due share of the assets of the Federation of Nigeria and personal properties of the citizens of Biafra throughout the Federation of Nigeria. We shall keep the door open for association with and would welcome any sovereign unit or units in the former Federation of Nigeria or in any other parts of Africa desirous of association with us for the purposes of running a common services organization and for the establishment of economic ties. Lastly, it is our intention to remain a member of the British Commonwealth of Nations in our right as a sovereign independent nation. Long live the Republic of Biafra, and may God protect all who live in her. End of quote. Yes, this is how it transpired on 30th day of May 1967 when Biafra was declared. Yes, this is wonderful. All right. Yes, that is it. This is courtesy of C. Odumegwu, Biafra selected speeches and random thoughts of C. Odumegwu, N.Y. Harper and Row, 1969, pages 191 to 196. Yes, this is it. This courtesy of this. Wonderful indeed. So, Ndibo, you are great people. Yes, we appreciate you. They celebrated this. That's wonderful. Yes, we appreciate the people of the Southeastern region for this commemoration of Biafran's independence day, or Biafran's Members Day. They're all the same. Yes.